training, one of the main things that most people learn in any karate school is you have to learn stances. They'll teach you how to do a horse stance, okay? They'll teach you how to do a hard bow stance. They'll teach you how to do a cat stance. They'll teach you how to do a hupu tachi or a rear back stance, things like this here. And they'll teach you how to do a twist stance, all these other types of stances. And stances are sort of necessary, but they should be wired into actual flow techniques. In other words, just walking down the floor, standing here, doing a floor exercise, doing a floor exercise, doing a floor exercise won't get you anything except hurt in a real street situation and will not give you any speed at all. In fact, it actually retards your speed because a lot of your good, strong instructors will have you go here, and then they'll have you cock your hand back to your hip, then they'll have you step, then as the weight shifts forward, they'll have you throw the punch and have it end up so it's even with the toe out here. And what you're actually getting taught how to do is put brakes on your speed, put brakes on your power, put brakes on your energy and your breathing. In one step like that, a good green belt, which is halfway to black, should be able of getting off at least 3 hits in one step. 1 hit in one step. Okay, so all the stances that we're going to be doing are going to be called centered stances from a non-assuming stance. Now, a centered stance is basically like this. I'm already centered. Okay? A centered stance comes off the tan tien here. This is this area right about here. It's about 2 inches below your own belly button. Okay, from here, the upward body is kept erect, but the downward body is put with bent knees, just like this, okay? Now, why do we do that? What happens is a good fighter has 2 mental modes he wants to be in. He wants to be in visual, and he wants to be in kinesthetic. Now, visual means that you can see better, react faster, because your eyes have 15 times the neuron capabilities than your ears do. So you want to be in a visual mode so you can see what's coming. And also, you want to have your feet balanced centered, so you're in something that's called the kinesthetic mode, like a cat getting ready to leap and strike. He's crouched, okay? Now, you don't want to give it away too much because then he knows it's coming, but you're still centered, your knees are bent. Now, one of the most worthless stances I've ever put my name to in print was something here called a neutral bow, okay? And so if I was this stance right here, what you do is you have front toe, the rear leg, and you go back this far and you turn, and you're just like this, okay, and you have your guard up. Now, when I wrote about this, I was taught, and I was teaching other people, that a neutral bow is good for defense. Well, it is. You can stand here and you defend everything because you're really stable. Unfortunately, you've neglected to add something to that equation, and it's called maneuverability. And if you don't add maneuverability into your equation, you're like the soldier sitting in a foxhole. Anybody can come up and shoot you. Okay, that's all it takes. Now, but if he has a good zone of kill zone, he can stop most people. But a good fast fighter, a guerrilla warfare fighter, he'll sneak up and get him. So we don't advocate the neutral bow at all, mainly because from the fight side stance, your body's erect, you just have it like this here, and even if you're relaxing the upper body, you still can't move. You must have your energy either going one way or another way so you can move faster. So if I'm in a neutral, non-assuming stance, which would be about like this one here, I have my right knee bent, my left leg forward, my weight's directly down from my tan tien, but my body's erect, just like this. From this position here, with my weight in this foot here, it's easy for me to shift forward into this movement here. If my weight's on this foot, from his viewpoint, he can't see anything, it's easy for me to shift back. If I'm here, it's easy for me to shift over here. If I'm over here and have the weight on this foot, it's easy for me to shift here. So you have to learn something called angles of flow from your stance. Now, if you have the weight on 2 feet equally, it doesn't matter what position you're in, you can't move easily anywhere except up and down, okay? I think of the basics. We have basic videos on hitting, okay? Want to put that down there, please? Okay. Now, let's have you stand right over here, please. Okay, now you're an ugly human, right? And I'm just a dumb street fighter, but I know karate and I hold a 3rd-degree black belt and a good karate system, okay? Now, I'm going to step in and I'm going to hit you with my reverse karate technique. Come a little closer so I have a good chance. Now, I want you just to get out of my way. Okay, now, I'll do it a little bit faster here. He hasn't even tried yet. From here. Okay, I still didn't get him, even though I did it a lot faster. Okay, number 1, just by cocking my hand back, I went away from it. So if I'm right here, I cock the hand back, I went away from it. You can see the movement. It's like when you're out hunting. If you cock, or well, when you're out hunting, and if you see a deer, it's usually because he's moving. But if he's hiding in the brush, you don't see him at all. Well, let's get him over here. Now from here, I'm going to throw a punch at him. Hi-yah! And you'll notice he started to move, but I still hit him, and he's aware of what I'm doing. Number one, my punch comes from wherever my hands are at. If my hands are here, they should be in a non-assuming stance, like I'm talking to him, I'm gesturing to him. Hi-yah! Then you hit him, and then you reload. Real simple technique. So we have a lot of things different than cocking, hitting. We try not to do that. Come out here again. Okay, now, so the first thing I'm going to cover is how to punch. Now, there are some master keys on punching that are very, very, very important. Let's move you right about here. Okay. Can you zoom in on my hand here? And I'm going to come out this way here, so just get it about here. Okay, number one, when you punch, okay, your hand should be held loose, okay? Now, a lot of karate styles teach you to roll it up and tighten it down and come in just like this, and that's really good. You got a rock hard hand there. Unfortunately, it has the brakes locked on again. By tightening up the hand, you tighten up the forearm, you tighten up the back of the arm and the bicep, and you can't throw a tight punch at all, okay? But if you have the hand relaxed, okay, key to speed is relaxation. And just put the thumb up here by the joint right here. Now from here, have the hand in this position here. Now as it comes out, come out straight, okay? Now, so I'm here, come out straight. Okay, this type of thing. Out straight. Now, so it's starting on the body. It doesn't start out from the body. Again, remember, go ahead and back off for a second. Remember the dart gun analogy. I'll stick the dart in, it compresses the spring. Okay, the dart is still tight against the spring. So when you pull the trigger, the pulling of the trigger springs the dart out with one motion. You don't have a space between the dart and the spring itself, because then you shoot, then the spring goes out, then it hits the dart, and then it shoots the dart out. So you have a lag time in there. So I actually have the hand against the body if you're going to be punching. If I'm going to do a lead hand punch, it'll be right about from here. Thumb will be in this position here. Now we still have master keys of hitting here, because number one, if I hit him and it doesn't do any good, in other words, it doesn't stop him, I'm wasting my time. I'm just going to tick him off. He's going to rip my head off and eat on my heart. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to hit him good. So I want to put some magic in the hit. The magic comes through breathing, okay? Want to come out here? Okay, now from right here, just have a side stance like this here, just like I'm doing here. Now I want you to hold your breath. Now go ahead and throw the punch. Okay, how strong were you then? Did you feel like a wet noodle or what?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, good. Okay, now this time I just want you to go. Go ahead. Okay, how strong did you feel that time?
Much better.
Okay, this time you're a raging tiger. This time I want you to key on. You're here. Go. Okay. They found out by having the 3 different stages of punching. 1, breathing without any ki, you'll have no power. You've blocked out. 2, breathing by just going, you'll have plenty of power from most humans. But if you want to really stick the power in, you must ki. It has a few psychological implications there too. And if you read Mental Training of a Warrior, we also have about 16 reasons why we do ki for the psychological reasons. Now, come out here again, right over here. Just stand up there and be a dummy. Okay, when we hit, okay, we want to pretend that we're going to hit these 2 knuckles right here. They're big, they're strong, and these 2 knuckles do not break as easy as the rest of the knuckles. So as far as hard surfaces go or ribs go, I still like to hit with these here. The rest of the hand can be conditioned, but it's not really necessary. Okay, now from here, go ahead and stand over here. I'm going to hit him lightly with a flat, okay? The nose is not much there. Then I hit him with the ram's head, and there's a lot more there, so that does hurt him more, okay? Second part of the punch is you have to have it in a straight line, okay? If I curve around like this here, he has all this extra area, he can see the peripheral. It's like if you throw a ball that way, from this angle here, the ball is easy to see. If I take the ball this way, I throw it directly at you, it's very, very hard to see because it's on something called zero perception. So from here, you come straight in and then come straight back here. Now, the third thing is when you hit somebody, you want to torque through it. Okay, torque through it's real simple. Put your hands behind your back. Now, you're not pregnant, are you? Okay. Now, pretend to have a butcher knife that's just like this here. I take this butcher knife, I stab it in, I pull it out, it's going to cause some problems. Now, let's say I take the same butcher knife, I stab it in, Now I twist it. It's going to cause a lot more problems. Tighten up, tighten up. Okay, I'm going to hit him with no torque. There's not much there. Okay, I'm going to just torque it. Okay, there's a lot more there. You feel the difference? Yeah. Okay. Now, something else as far as targeting goes in the punch. Okay, there's something called intent. Okay, let's get you right about here in a horse stance. Okay, now focus on him, not on me. Okay, what I want you to do is look at that wall down there and just stay there as hard as you can. Concentrate, stay there as hard as you can, and I'm going to push you over. Now, really concentrate. No, stay there, stay there. Okay, now, as you notice, it didn't work. It's pretty weak. Okay, concentrate again. Now, look at that wall right there. One to your left. Turn your head. Now, stay there as hard as you can. Concentrate. Now, you'll notice it's even worse this time than it was the last time. Okay, now this time, horse stance. Now, look at me. Concentrate on me. Stay there as hard as you can. Concentrate. Now, you notice that's his best one he's had so far, okay? But it still didn't work. Okay, horse stance. This time, look at the wall there. Pretend your mind can go across the street to the Hyundai building and attach a cord to that wall there to your mind. Stay there. Concentrate, 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 concentrate. Okay, now, what happens, it seems like a little simple technique, and it is. It's a mind basic. What happens is the eyes lead key. The eyes lead your intent. Okay, and so for a lot of beginners, we actually teach them something wrong. We teach them to look past the target they're hitting and don't move. When you're here, punch through and then come back. And this way your intent will go through them. Now, a lot of karate schools teach them to punch right here. And notice how it's leaning back like this here? Well, the thing is you still want to have all the focus going forward, okay? So I'm going to burn him a little bit. So my focus is still going forward. I still hit him. I hit him twice that time. Actually 3 times that one. Okay, but all my intent is going forward, and then my stance catches up. So you want to be here, and then you control it in your arm, and your stance will catch up to you. So you want to have the eyes lead the key for right now. Once you get used to having here, I'll hit you lightly, okay? Okay, now, from here, when you hit somebody, if you have your mind go through, it buckles them over and they fall backwards, okay? Now, if you get used to doing this, you can hit the guy as hard as you want to right there, it won't hurt him a bit, okay? So get used to penetration. Now, I usually use a vest. Go ahead and pick up your vest. Because a lot of people won't take this type of training kindly, okay? And so just for their own self-protection, have them get one of these vests. A lot of people sell them. A lot of martial arts stores sells them. If you own your own karate school, I really suggest that you make it mandatory that all your students wear them. Because you're going to be out there, you're going to be putting a burn on their skin, and when you burn them, ribs are going to break because they're not used to that type of speed or intensity. The hand alone on this basic here is capable of going up to about 120 miles an hour. So if you're here, okay, and that will absorb most of the problem. We have some students that don't like the training so much, they go out and buy the thick ones. The thick ones only cost, I think, $38. The thin ones here cost $28, so for $10 more you get a lot more. Okay, so from here, after you learn how to watch with your eyes, getting the target that you want. See, I'm looking through. If you'll notice from right over here, can you zoom in on my eyes? Okay. And I'm going to use his head as my target. But watch how I defocus a little bit right here. Come here, please. Good. Okay. From right here, I'm going to defocus past him, so my intent is not here in his nose, throwing it here. My intent is here. I defocus and I actually come through him. So from here, it's a coming through him like this, okay? If I cock my hands back to here, number one, I went away from him. Number two, if I cock my hands back to here, you can see a silhouette of my hands out here moving, okay? It's like that deer running across the grass field again. If I have my hands in here and I'm just talking to you, you notice that my arms are hidden by the mass of my body, okay? So from here, if I throw a punch, if I go boom, it's hard to see it coming. But if I cock it back, it's easy to see it coming. If my thumbs are in my belt right here, which I do a lot of times, I have my stance hiding my lower belt. I have my hands in here. I'm right in here in this position again. Okay, so it works good. Now, so punch has several basics. One, we hit in a straight line. Two, we twist on the end of it. 3, we hit with this. 4, we have our breathing. 5, we have our visual focus and intent past it. Now, after you've learned how to use your visual, then learn how to be focused and just send your mind past it so you can be focused and come out here, please. I think here it's called a chop. Now, on the speed hitting video, we're showing you things that work on a continuous line going forward, okay? So from over here, we're going to show you a chop. Now, I'm going to be right here, and I'm going to do the chop just like I did when I got my 5th degree black belt in Taekwondo, and I'm going to have him block it, okay? Okay, now this man's a 1st degree black belt, I'm a 5th in Taekwondo, okay? And doing that the best I know how, he can block it easily, okay? Now I'm going to throw the same chop, okay? Here, stand over here so they can see you get hit easier. Okay, just like I do if I was training here, I'm going to throw it up here, I'm going to touch him here, he's going to try to block it. Okay, focus right in here so you can see the flash of the hand, okay? Just nod when you're ready. Now, let's you block it. Now you'll notice I actually hit him here, came out here and hit him again, and he didn't do a thing about it. And I hit him again. So from here, okay, that's 4 hits, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now from here, I just pop down here, that's 5 hits off of one low. But the thing is, it starts from here. You raise the elbow and hand together. Boom. You raise the elbow and hand together. Boom. Okay, now in beginners, we teach them to raise their elbow first and practice this motion here. So they're going to be here, and it's going to be this type of thing. Now, a lot of hard stylist people go, that wouldn't work. That's bull caca of the 1st order. Well, maybe, but I don't think so. See, this is a thyroid sheath. If I hit him here with about 40 pounds of pressure, it's going to crush the thyroid sheath. It's going to cover up the trachea down here with blood, cartilage, mucus, vomit, all sorts of sweet little body fluids. This man's close to dying, okay? So, all I have to do that damage is point my elbow past him over here and bring my hand out to here. If I point my elbow here, then I have a big circle and it's slow. So I point my elbow past him and just bring the hand out. So it's a poop poop. Slow and easy, poop poop. Okay? Now from here, so you can see a little bit better, from here, poop poop, this type of motion. Okay? Now, this gets back to Oriental philosophy again. Do you need a cannon to kill a sparrow? No, no. This is a cannon, okay? Well, excuse me, this is a sparrow, this is a cannon. A 45 is good enough. So from here, just come out. Now, the main thing here you want to do is as I chop him, okay, this is his hand, I want him to catch me, okay? Because part of the speed training is the return. We never lock our punches out and leave them. We never kick and leave them. We never chop and leave them. Every time that you leave your weapon out there, you have an unloaded gun. And I don't think any wise person would ever go out and shoot a grizzly bear and leave their gun unloaded hoping the damn thing's dead. Personally, I like to shoot him twice, reload, and wait and see myself, okay? So like when you're in police combat training, they teach you to shoot 1, 2, make sure he's dead. If he's not, then you go for center of nervous system. Boom. You always cock and reload. So you're here. You can catch it if you want to. Go ready? No, I want you to catch it, okay? Faster. Okay. This type of thing. So cock and reload. Thank you. Go ahead and back up. This gets into the concept that we call toe training. Now, what happens in running is they found out that most people seem to reach their neurological limit as far as running fast. So some wise guy in Australia just figured out, well, I can only run, say, 22 miles an hour. So what I'll do is I'll take this handlebar and I'll attach it to the back of the pickup and I'll hold onto this handlebar and I'm running down the road and that car is going to speed up to, say, about 22 miles an hour, so I'm going at my top speed. And so now the guy speeds up to 25 miles an hour. And I'm still hanging on, so it's actually pulling me, making me go a little bit faster, okay? And then pretty soon it goes up to 26, 27 miles an hour. And so by being forced to go faster than I normally go, I increase my own neurology. If you practice, no matter, no matter how good and how strong and how powerful it is, it won't have any speed. You need to increase the speed, okay? Now, from here, getting into another technique, past the chops, okay, is a blocking technique. Let's say this man here is going to throw a punch at my face. Just real slow, cock it back and throw it about that fast. Go ahead. Wow. Even though he threw it about 1/20th speed, he just slobbered my face with his knuckles, okay? You see, there's a rule. It's a rule of physics. If he's throwing this straight at my face, and I move away from it, then back in, he's going to get me, okay? Now, a lot of people say, well, we cock it back here for more power. Okay, that's great. But if you're shot and you got more power, who cares, okay? The thing is go ahead and back off a little bit. From this position here, if an ugly human's in front of me here throwing his right punch, that means it's coming from that quadrant. If I come here, I went the wrong direction. Like some people, they come straight up, then come over. Well, you notice that had a nice little right angle here. They're still coming the wrong direction because if their punch is there, they want to come here. So if you have a triangle here, you want to use the hypotenuse of the triangle. So from here it's a, from here it's a, from here it's a. Okay, so from here, this man here throws a straight right punch at me. Okay, now, let's get over, well, let's see, did you see that? Okay, let's get it right here so you can see it a little bit better. Real slow, so you throw it, boom, it's right here. Now, push. Okay, now, you'll notice all I do is I have my intent going through my hand just like before when I punched him. I'm here, tighten up. I'm here. I have my intent going through the wall. Same thing, he throws a punch. I have my intent go through. I look like my other intent. I hit him here with my other intent, and it bends him forward. Okay, this one here, if you practice it with a friend, be sort of gentle because these ribs down here are very, very fragile. And have him wear one of these vests if you want any light contact on it. So from here, breathing the motion, boom, getting to what's called a flow. Now, from here, we have the economy of motion of straight in this way here. And sometimes if a guy's throwing, say, his left punch, by the way, you notice we're spending most of our time on punches. That's because in a street fight type situation for speed hitting, almost 90+% of the fights, the guy either grabs you, then he hits you with his right hand, or he steps in and he hits you with his right hand. Okay, those are the two main things that he does. Okay, there's a lot of other things that we cover too, and we have videos on that, and if you request, we'll send you the other 52 video list if you want to, because we have all sorts of things there. But the thing is when they throw the punch, they step with their left foot and throw a straight punch, or they step with their right foot and hook it across, or they step with their left foot and hook it across. So most of the stuff that we're going to be covering today in the last few minutes here is for a grab, or for a straight punch, or for a straight right hook. Now, come on back out here again. Now sometimes though they have a left hand that comes in. Okay, so he throws a left hand. Okay, boom. And again, now you'll notice that from right here, I didn't go high up. Okay, I didn't come in here because real slowly, I don't want to get hurt. Not that slow. And again, go ahead. Boom. Okay, I got killed. Okay, so from here, if you're going to do a type of block, go ahead and throw it. Okay, you can do it here. I like that motion real good because from right here, I just come down, hit him in the temple. There's a blood vessel up here, a nerve. You hit him here, boom, turns his head, boom, hit him here again, boom, hit him here again, and come back in. Real simple technique. So on the outward extended, the outward vertical block, all you have to do is poof, here. Poof, here. That's all you do. Nice up and across, boom. And so it's an inward motion coming inside of his hurricane, okay? So from here again, okay? Now, what happens is, go ahead, throw 80 punch. Okay? Now, what happens is, if I start from a non-assuming stance, you'll notice my hands, whether they're here, are on my center line. I'll fight you. I know karate. Okay? If you do something like that, he's going to kick your nards off, plus he has total ways of hitting you. But from right here, from this position here, I can go easily here, I can go easily here, I can go here, I can go here. I can do all these quadrant type things. If you want to know more about the quadrants, by the way, I suggest you pick up Secrets of Kempo Karate. They're on page 52 in that book there. And anyway, going on from here. So make sure you have your quadrants down here, your quadrants down here, your quadrants down here. Okay, this type of stuff. Even a rising block is done from here. Okay. Now, you'll notice that from here, all my movements so far have been going straight in. In other words, if a man throws a punch, I'll open the door first, and then I'll walk in, and I'll hit him, and then I'll hit him, and then I'll hit him, and I notice I'm still walking in, and then I'll hit him. I'm still walking in, and then I hit him again, and then I walk out. Okay, and so to get speed, you can't get speed running away. You can't get a guy running away. So you must advance, you must go towards, okay? Now, getting into another point here. Going on here. We have targets. If I have King Kong down here, I have Hairy Freddy down here, I have an ugly human that's ticked off at me, and I come up and I go, hi-ya! And I hit him in the tit. It ain't gonna work, guys. Okay, if I hit him in the head, hi-ya! It ain't gonna work. You're gonna break your knuckles, your hand's gonna look like that. Dumb. Being dumb and not cool, okay? We have a lot of good targets. This is a real neat one right here. See, right here? That's called the philtrum. It has nerves here, the big nose here, the lips down here, the teeth down here. And this is a nice, simple area. You just want to use this as a pressure point. It works really good. If you hit him real hard, it bleeds real easy. In fact, we must have at least 2 or 3 bloody noses a week down here in our sparring class, and we have control. We wear gloves. And when you got gloves on, you hit somebody in the nose, it's supposed to just wiggle it. It doesn't smear it all over his face, okay? And so again, come on out here again. Okay, a good self-defense area is the nose. So let's say that you're meek and mild Jack, and this is Hairy Freddy, and you hear, hi-ya! And you hit him here. Boom, right here. That's going to cause a problem. He's probably going to go home. Even if he doesn't go home, his eyes are going to be watering. He's going to be bleeding through here. His nose is all smeared. You can probably run faster than he can because he can't see you, okay? I wouldn't, though. You see, because I believe in something called the full course meal, okay? Which means we have an appetizer. Okay, so I hit him. Right here. Now I got to go for the main course. Boom! That's 2 blows, you know. I hit him over here in the jaw with one hand. I hit him in the side of the head with the other hand. Boom! Okay? And now I have to go in for a dessert. Pow! And then I walk out from there. And again, we can have 2 or 3 main courses. We can have 5 or 6 desserts, okay? And then for every motion we do here, we can add some other stuff into it. So you have to know the target areas. There's some real good knowledge out now on what we call pressure points. There's one right here. I hit him here. His leg buckles, okay? If I have the man over here, okay, let's say he has a knife or something in his hand. Well, there's a nerve right here, okay? And that's called the radius nerve. There's a nerve right here. That's called the medial nerve. There's a nerve right here, okay? That's called the ulnar nerve. And if he has a knife, and I come in here and I hit him with these knuckles across here, even if I'm a lousy shot, I hit him with 4 knuckles, I'm going to hit one of those nerves, and what happens is his hand goes, just like this. Okay, now, on the nerve I hit earlier up here, if I hit this one here properly, and I angle it at a 45-degree angle through here, it's going to numb his arm for about 20 minutes, which is really neat. Okay, if I hit him down here, like in a block type situation, it works really good. Let's say the man grabs me right here. Okay, so I bring the sharp bone up against the heart nerve here. Okay, now I bring it down against this nerve here. Boom. Okay, this is incapacitated, this arm. He won't feel like doing anything for a few minutes. Go ahead and shoot it out. Okay, the same thing. Nerves in the side of the neck. One here in the solar plexus. If I get straight in and twist, it's going to do a lot of damage to him. But if I just come down, boom, at about a 45-degree angle, it opens up the nerve in the stomach and makes him want to vomit. Now, if I come down with one hand, come back up with the other hand, he's going to be a bomb exploding, okay? Now, I should, again, on the target areas, if you shoot and it doesn't work, what do you do? Okay, a lot of guys go, okay, here, I'll show you. Come on over here. So let's say that you're taught how to grab me right here with your right hand. Okay, now, so it works really good. Now, this time, instead of grabbing with his right hand, he throws a right punch at me. Oh, shit, what do I do now? Okay, that happens all the time. You have to be aware of this guy. You have to be aware of quadrants. So if you shoot something, doesn't matter what it is, if you shoot something, just go for the target. Now, we're going to take you through some actual speed training techniques here. Okay, we're going to take you through some simple ones, then some other ones that are a little bit more complex. Okay, the first one is called just barely delaying the sword, okay? The man's out here, he comes in and he wants to grab me with his right hand. Okay, Now, from here, the first thing I did is you notice, stand right about here, please. You'll notice that I'm centered, just like this. My body's erect for the visual awareness. My knees are bent. My energy's going forward. My head is in an aggressive mode. I'm not doing this. I'm not going, geez, I hope it doesn't hurt me. Do this. Look to the roots of your eyeballs. That puts you in an aggressive mode, physiologically speaking. So you'll accidentally turn on the juices of aggression whenever you want to. So the man comes at me, and you do that inward block. And now from here, you just check it with your left hand, and hit him. That's all you do from here. So real slow, you go 1. I had to open the door first. Look, guys, remember, before you pick, you open up the lid, you hold it open, now you step in and hit him. And you come down, okay, right over here. Right here. Now, just stay just like this, and I'll hit you in the arm here, okay? Now, a lot of people don't think there's power here, but I'm using something called complementary energies. So from here, okay, and that's to the side of his neck. There happens to be a nerve up here. It's a real neat nerve that's going to help knock him out a little bit. Okay, so from here, he grabs. Okay, or he throws a punch. Oh, I want a punch. No, I want a punch. Okay, now the harder he throws the punch, the more it's going to add to my speed. Isn't that neat? And the more it's going to add to my power because he's coming at me. If I throw a chop out and the chop's going about 120 miles an hour, and I have 200 pounds of mass behind it, and he's coming in with 200 pounds of mass at 40 miles an hour, that's going to really smear the hell out of his neck, okay? Now, from here, so, you notice, first thing I do is I block and I hit, okay? Okay? Now, another flow motion here is all you do is you add on to it. Now, this is for beginners. This is not a speed motion. This is one that works for beginners. He throws his punch. I step back, nard him. Now I put the kick in, and that works really good. I step back because, again, beginners need more time to think. So he throws the punch. Okay. And that gets into what's called the lay in the sword. Another one is from an ugly human on your side here. It's called sword and hammer. He's about like this here. He's there, and he's saying something to him like, excuse me, hope no Koreans are reading this. This is horrible, dirty language there. Okay, so from here, what I have to do, you can cock your arm and hit me if you want to. Okay, simple technique. Again, notice I didn't worry about, let go of me, oh, let go of me, oh. You don't do that crap, okay? You can, we can sit here, we can knock it up, we can knock it down, we can hit this and all this other stuff. But for speed techniques, that's not speed technique. Speed technique, you're here, you hit him. That's all you do. You're here, you hit him. You're here, you go in, you hit him. So from right here, for this technique here, sword and hammer, I just have a non-assuming stance like this, and even if he tries to block me, there's no way you can do it. And so this hit here should be to his throat, and the hammer should be to his groin before my foot touches the ground. So from here, now, what do you do from there? You can add on, boom. You can come straight up here, just like that, to his chin. Those are all sorts of things you can add to your speed training, so you do get your 11 hits in a second, okay? Next technique here is a real good one for speed training. I suggest you get it down. This is a technique that when you do properly, you will get 11 or more hits in less than 1 second, okay? So from here, guy throws a straight right punch. Okay, I put an add-on there. I'll do it slow. Okay, come out here, please. Keep walking away from me. Okay, he throws his punch. Punk. Okay, first thing I did is I inward blocked it. Now I'm going to step in as I outward check it, and then hit him. So right there, go ahead and back up. So right there I had 1, 2, 3, okay? And the hit is a hard one because I hit it with 200 pounds moving forward, okay? So from here. Now from here, notice what happened? He sort of collapsed towards me. So as he collapsed towards me, boom, I hit him here, okay? Using this poor skeletal system thing over here, as I'm here, okay? This is enough to break through a person's head. You're using your hip torque. Okay, so you're here, 1, 2, boom. Now you come back here and hold his arm out as you back knuckle him to the same place. So go ahead and stand over there. So in this technique right here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has a total of 6 movements on it, and the whole damn thing takes less than half a second, okay? Okay, go ahead and throw the punch. Okay, notice I put another extra hit in there again. Okay, and we'll use this one here to take into something called the meat grinder. Okay, now the meat grinder goes up to 24 hits. I'm just going to show you how to do 19 hits in it, because if you really train hard on the meat grinder, taking it slow, working through it, you can do up to 19 hits in a second with practice. If you have, say, a green belt, say a fourth cue or a fourth group in another system, you should be able to get up to 11 hits in about 5 hours of training if you just practice slow and easy, use a partner kind of thing. Okay, so over here, going into the meat grinder, real slow. He throws it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now from here, notice the hand's open. Well, I'm not hitting with my little finger, I'm hitting with the back of my hand. Boom! And that's going to work. It's going to shatter his cheekbone right here by hitting there. And I might, because his head was back because of this one here, because I already broke it, I'm going to come back here, hit him here. Now from here, let's stand you over here. Now from here, I'm just going to step in here, whap, bring his head back up. Notice I stepped in, I'm here, I just go whap, okay? And so I check his knee there. That's another hit if I want to count it as one. So 1, whap, to here, okay? Now you'll notice his head gets hit from 2 different sides, okay? Now, the neat part about hitting his head now is I can sneak in some secret hits. I'm here, now all I do is I rip out his eyes with my left hand, as I pop his jaw with my right elbow. Okay, so this here could be 1, okay, so it would be 1, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and you add that to this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. So right there, in about 8/10 of a second, you have over 9 hits, okay? Especially if you count that knee check in there, and that makes it 10 hits right off the bat. So just carrying up to that point there. Okay, and I carry it past again, okay? So from here, notice I always carry past. Okay, that gets back to the analog of toe training I went over earlier. If you train these people, make sure they go past what they're capable of doing. If all they do is reverse punches, if all they do is wide angle outward chops, that's all I can do. So teach them how to flow, teach them how to move, and the other motions here, okay? So finishing up this motion here, we're going to do it real slowly here, right about here, okay? So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Grab his testicles, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay, and so right there you have an easy 23 hits. Okay, now from here, that's called the meat grinder. Now we have another technique, it's a nice simple one, it's called the 5 Swords of Chinese Kempo. Come on out here, please. Nice simple technique. Now notice that most of these techniques are inner hurricane techniques. There's a reason for it, okay? If he throws a straight right punch at me, woo! Okay, I can do good technique. He throws a straight right punch at me. But it's harder to do because of the angles I'm doing it, as far as speed goes. So almost all the techniques I'm doing as speed techniques come right in on the side of the inner hurricane. 5 Swords is simple technique. Guy throws a straight right punch again. From here. Okay. Simple technique. I varied it a little bit because he had the wrong leg forward. That's okay. Well, if you'll rerun the video, you'll see I had an extra 2 hits in there. Okay, this time here, real slow. He throws, come closer please. So he steps in and throws his punch. Okay. That's one motion, one step. From here, I don't cock it to my hip. I don't cock it back. All I do is go whap. And I use my body weight. Whap. Now from here, I use my body weight. Whap. From here, I use my body weight. Whap. I grab him so he doesn't get away. Whap. And I take him out. Nice, simple technique. So he throws his punch again. Now you notice I went out of 5 swords into 7 swords because he's open again. So what I did at that time, real slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chopped him there. Okay. Now sometimes you get into a fight type situation and the ugly human comes up to you and he goes, Look, you ship by Sikia, and he pulls you in just like this here. Okay, go ahead and pull me in. Now, pull me in. Oh, I break. Well, look what he did. He doesn't want to consider. He goes, oh, I hope it doesn't hit me. Okay, well, if I cock my hand up here to hit him, number one, it's hard to do. Number two, it's easy to see. So as he pulls me into him, okay, simple technique again. I shot him from concealment. He couldn't see me coming. So from here, as he pulls me in, I hit him in the solar plexus. Using the dragon's head. Works really good up through the solar plexus. Sharp point right here, holds in. If you can't do it, don't know how to do it, it's done like this. Okay? But this works really good if it's stuck in this way here, just a vertical punch. Okay, so from here, as he pulls me, boom, see, I held him so he doesn't get away. He folded forward, I come over, okay, boom, hit him here. Now, boom, hit him in the throat. So thank you, just back up here. So from here, I'd say, just a 1, 2, 3 type technique. And this is not a real fast technique, okay? Mainly because you're using one hand. If you want a real fast technique, you got to use two hands. You got to alternate between these things here, okay? Now from here, we're going to go into one more technique here. It's called 4 fists, okay? Man's out here. It's another inner hurricane technique. Throws his right roundhouse punch at the head. Now this one here takes about 3 to 5 tenths of a second. Okay, thing here is I focus on it. Come over here, please. Okay, he throws his punch. Boom. I focus on it here, going for his nerve. Boom. Okay, now from here, that throws him into this. I'm moving in. Boom. Coming down on his stomach here. So from right here, hold your arm up so you can see it this time. Boom, boom, coming down. Now from here, pow, back up into the stomach here. Now, again, getting back into the main theory here. The main theory is called full course meal. I start out with what? Throw a punch. Boom. I start out with an appetizer, okay? I go into the main course. I finish up with 2 different desserts. Same thing there. Back into 5 sorts of Kempo. I start with what? Boom. Then I go into full course, boom, boom, boom. And I finish up with dessert again. Okay, going into the meat grinder. Guys here. And then you just take it from there. Same type of thing. Okay. This is going to end speed hitting. There's a whole heck of a lot of master keys in this video. I suggest very strongly that you take this material, you outline it. You just write it all down, outline it, write it out, see it, practice it, do it with your friends. By only practicing it can you really get it down good. Like I said, 6 years ago, and I think I had about another 30 pounds on me when I filmed it, but it's still got very, very, very good technologies on it. Now, basically, we have tons of material on this video that you just watched here today. We took 5 different videos that we've been doing in the last 6 months. We edited them, we put them together, and we came up with this one video just to give you with the speed hitting book. Now, this material on this video here, if we give you all the videos, would cost you $349 plus, and you actually got it for a much lower price than that. I hope you enjoyed a lot. Now, we have some learning tips about how to use all this stuff here. You've got all these master keys here. You have master keys that some of the masters know about, like Jihan Jay and Master Ed Parker and a bunch of other people, and they know about time distortion, they know about speed hitting, but most of these people have great difficulty teaching it because they don't know how to teach. They haven't had the background in psychology, they haven't had the background in education, or they might have some sort of metaphysical terminology for it. So we basically have 4 stages of competency to learn anything, and I want to give you these 4 stages right now. Now, the first stage of competency is basically you're unaware of anything, so we call it unconscious incompetency. You don't even know it exists. Stage 2 is I'm conscious of the incompetency. That means I know it exists. And then stage 3 is conscious competency, okay? And that means, excuse me, stage 2 was unconscious incompetency, and stage 3 is conscious competency. So at stage 3, you're starting to learn, and so when you start to learn, this is what you want to do. You want to go at 1/8 speed, get it down. Wire in the master keys slowly. Then you go at 1/4 speed. After you've got the 1/8 speed, wire it down. Get it down slowly. And this doesn't mean 3 hours a day. This means 15 minutes a day, okay? Maybe 20 minutes a day, because when you're doing something sharp with your mind, you can basically keep your attention focused for using your brain, not your body, but for using your brain for about 15 minutes to a half hour max. And now if you want to do push-ups and sit-ups and jumping jacks, that's fine for 2.5 hours. In fact, I remember the old days, 46 years ago, I'm training, I'm going in here, and I'm working out with this really, really powerful guy, and he makes us do 2.5 hours of push-ups and sit-ups and jumping jacks, and then we have people on our back, and we bend over and bend backwards, and then we work out for a half hour in our actual technologies, because they said a strong man can beat anybody. Well, that might be so, but you're here to learn good technologies, so if you want to do the push-ups and sit-ups, do it some other time. We're talking about spending 15 minutes on good material. So you've got it at 1/8 speed, you got it at 1/4 speed, you got it at 1/2 speed. Now you're going up to about 92% speed, you still got it pretty good, then you can red line it at that time. Now the fourth stage is called unconscious competency. From point A down here, starting with a new technique, you have to install it with thinking. Down here you have it with a habit, okay? Now when you have it with a habit, that means the guy, you're centered, the guy throws a punch, boom, you automatically react. And if you can do that, you're in stage 4, which is called unconscious competency, and that's where most of the masters are of the world today. There's a stage above that. It's the teaching stage. Now, I personally thought I was in stage 5 15 years ago, and I wasn't, okay? Because what I thought was the truth wasn't the truth, okay? So I went back, I got some training, I learned how to use precision modeling and find out where people really are and what they're really doing, not what they think they're doing. And that's stage 5, is learning how to teach what you're really doing. And it takes a guy with a doctorate in psychology, unfortunately, to go back to find out what you're really, really doing. So remember that when you're learning any of the speed hitting concepts, do 15 minutes a day. It's okay. If you do 15 minutes a day, in about 4 weeks, you'll have some really, really neat skills. We've had people that had really neat skills in 1 week, okay? We've had some guys that have phoned us up and said, my God, I can't believe it. I just put my thumb on top of my hand, and my punch is 2.5 times faster. I just started breathing right, and I hit a guy with 5 times more power. I mean, it's almost instantaneous, just instantaneous if you do it right. Again, it's sort of like, how do you eat an elephant? Well, you eat an elephant how? First you clean it, right? And then you cut it up into small bites, and then you take it a bite at a time. And it's the same thing with any type of high skill level things like speed hitting. Now, so you want to chunk, and we have that secret formula for learning speed hitting really fast, or learning anything else really fast, and we gave it to you in the middle of the video, and that was basically, you have to have a goal. You have to know what you want from this, what outcome. Do I want this for self-defense? Do I want this for sport karate? Okay, once you have your goal, then you have to have a plan. Any plan is good, because if you carry it out, if the plan ain't good, you'll change it because you'll know. But a plan that's not carried out is not worth anything. So just go ahead and do it. Be like me. Do it. Be like me. Do it. Be like me. Do it. That's what you need to do. Now, there's a point here that's really, really neat. I know that we're going to have a tremendous amount of success from this. We've sold 26,000 plus copies of this other video here. We have our files full of fantastic testimonials from people. What we'd like to do is find out how good, how much better this new speed hitting, high-level speed hitting video is on how to hit a man 11 times or more faster and easier, okay, and more powerfully. So go ahead and send us your testimonials. We'll have it on the end of this video right here. If you want to just give us a phone call, that's fine. We'd rather have elections 6252 Dark Hollow, Hollow Road, Medford, Medford, Oregon 97501. Our phone number here, if you want to come back and get some additional comments. If you need some help and stuff, if there's something you don't really get hold of and you want to grab full of it, give us a phone call, okay? Because we'll help you out over the telephone. We have a telephone hotline here just for people that want information on speed hitting, how to do it better. Like there's something that you're maybe 2.5 times faster, but you want to be 3.5 times faster, okay? Or maybe you're a little bit tight in your hip, you need a way to get flexible a little bit faster. And so give us a phone call at 1-503-535-3188. You probably have a lot of things you want to learn even more, okay? Thank you very much for being here, and God bless you very much.